A basket contains 72 mangoes. If 1 out of 3 are bad, how many mangoes are good? So 1 out of 3 are bad. So 1 out of 3 of 72 mangoes is 1 over 3 times 72 mangoes, 72 over 1. Then we can divide through by 3. 3 into 3 is 1. 3 into 7 is 2, remainder 1, that's 12. 3 into 12 is 4. So it means that 24 mangoes are bad. If 24 mangoes are bad, then the good mangoes would be 72 minus 24. So let's do that here. We subtract. 2 minus 4 wouldn't work, so we'll borrow 1 from 7, that's 6. Then we have 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. 6 minus 2 is 4. So 48 mangoes are good. 24 are bad. That's right here. Arrange the following decimals in order of size, starting with the smallest. So when you're ordering decimals, you arrange them as though you were adding or subtracting them. Align your decimal points on a straight line. 0.6, 0.098. And if I like, I can fill up this space with zeros. So I move place by place and see what's the smallest, since I'm starting with the smallest. Now, at the ones place, everything is 0. So they are all equal at the ones place. So I move to the next place, the 10th place. Here, the smallest is 0. So it means that the smallest number amongst them is 0.098. So this is out. Then after that, the next smallest is 2. So 0.205 comes next. Then we have 0.6. So 0.098, 0.205, 0.6 right here. Arrange the following fractions in ascending order. So when you want to order fractions, what you do is to find the lowest common multiple of all of them. The lowest common multiple of the LCM, all of them. 7 over 12, then 2 over 3. So we are looking for the LCM of 4, 8, 12, and 3. So 4, 8, 12, 3. Plus 2 goes into 4 2 times, into 8 4 times, into 12 6 times. Doesn't go into 3, so we bring it down. 2 goes into 2 once, 2 into 4 2, 2 into 6 3. We bring 3 down. 2 can still go 1 1 3 3. And then 2, 1 is already exhausted. Oh, sorry, 2 wouldn't go again, so we work with 3. So 1 is already exhausted, so we'll bring them down. 3 into 3 is 1. 3 into 3 is 1. So our LCM is 2 times 2, which is 4, times 2, which is 8, times 3, which is 24. So our LCM is 24. Okay, now we divide and then multiply by our numerator. Divide the denominators and multiply by our numerator. So 4 into 24 is 6. And then 6 times 3 is 18. So this is 18. 8 into 24 is 3. 3 times 5 is 15. 12 into 24 is 2. 2 times 7 is 14. And then 3 into 24 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. So this transforms our fractions into different forms. So we now have 18 over 24, 15 over 24, 14 over 24, and 16 over 24. All of these have the same denominator, so we can compare them. So in ascending order, we start from the smallest. The smallest number is 14. So that means 7 over 12 is the smallest. We have that here. Followed by 15, 5 over 8, yes. Followed by 16, which is 2 out of 3. And then 18, which is 3 out of 4. So our correct answer is B. Arrange the following fractions in decreasing order of magnitude. So when you are trying to order fractions or compare them, you should first start by finding your LCM. So we are looking for the LCM of 8, 4, 2, and 3. LCM of 8, 4, 2, and 3. 8, 4, 2, and 3. So we can start with 2. 2 goes into 8 4 times, 2 goes into 4 2 times, goes into 2 1 time, doesn't go into 3, so we bring it down. 2 goes into 4 twice, once, 3 doesn't go, so we bring it down. 2 can still go, that's 1 1 1 3, and then we use 3, 1 1 1 1. Our LCM is 3 times 2 6, 6 times 2 12, 12 times 2 24. So our LCM is 24. So let me rewrite the fractions here. 5 over 8, 3 over 4, 1 over 4, 1 over 2, 2 over 3. And our LCM is 24. So we divide by our denominators and then we multiply by the numerators. So 8 into 24 is 3. 3 times 5 is 15. 4 into 24 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 4 into 24 is 6. 6 times 1 is 6. 2 into 24 is 12. 12 times 1 is 12. 3 into 24 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. So we are going in decreasing order of magnitude. So the biggest number we have is 18. So we start with 3 over 4. After 18, we have 16. So the next is 2 over 3. After 16, we have 15, 5 over 8. After 15, we have 12, 1 over 2. And then we have 6, which is 1 over 4. So our correct answer should be this 3 over 4, 2 over 3. Yes. Arrange the following fractions in descending order. So whenever we have to order or compare fractions, we need to give them a common denominator. That way we can easily compare them. So we find our LCM. So we are looking for the LCM of 12, 3, 4, and 8. 12, 3, 4, and 8. We can start with 2. 2 into 12 is 6. 2 into 3 cannot go, so we bring down 3. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 into 8 is 4. 2 can still go. 2 into 6 is 3. We bring 3 down, it wouldn't go. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 can still go. 2 wouldn't go into 3. We bring it down. We are done with 1. 2 into 2 is 1. And then we can divide by 3. So 1, 1, 1. Our LCM is 3 times 2, 6. 6 times 2, 12. 12 times 2, 24. So our LCM is 24. So next thing is to divide by our denominators and multiply by our numerators. So 12 into 24 is 2. So 2 times 7 is 14. 3 into 24 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 4 into 24 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 8 into 24 is 3. 3 times 5 is 15. So since we are arranging in descending order, we start from the biggest. The biggest number here is 18, so it means 3 over 4 is the biggest, followed by 16, so 2 over 3, followed by 15, so 5 over 8, followed by 14, 7 over 12. So our correct answer should be C. Arrange the following fractions in increasing order. In increasing order. So let me rewrite these fractions. So there's 1 out of 4. There's 2 out of 3. There's 1 out of 2. There's 3 out of 4. And there is 5 out of 8. The first thing to do when ordering or comparing fractions is to find your LCM, to give them a common denominator, such that once they have something in common, you can easily compare them. So let's find our LCM. LCM of 4, 3, 2, 8. 4, 3, 2, 8. We can start by dividing through with 2. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 into 3 wouldn't work, so we'll bring down 3. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 8 is 4. 2 can still go. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 3, it wouldn't go. We'll bring down 3, bring down 1. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 can still go. Bring down 1, we bring down 3, we bring down 1. 2 into 2 is 1. Now we can divide by 3. 1, 1, 1, 1. LCM is 3 times 2, which is 6. 6 times 2, which is 12. 12 times 2, which is 24. Bring that down a little to 24. The next thing is to divide by our denominators and multiply by our numerators. So 4 into 24 is 6. 6 times 1 is 6. 3 into 24 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 2 into 24 is 12. 12 times 1 is 12. 4 into 24 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 8 into 24 is 3. 3 times 5 is 15. Now they have a common denominator. We can easily compare them. Since we are going in increasing order, we start from the smallest to the biggest. So the smallest number here is 6. So 1 over 4 comes first. After 6, we have 12. So 1 over 2 comes next. After 12, we have 15. So 5 over 8 comes next. After 15, we have 16. So 2 over 3 comes next. And after 16, we have 18. So 3 over 4 comes next. So 1 over 4, 1 over 2, 5 over 8, 2 over 3, 3 over 4. 1 over 4, 1 over 2, 5 over 8, 2 over 3, 3 over 4. So D is the correct answer. It says we should arrange these fractions in ascending order of magnitude. So whenever you have to compare fractions to other fractions, you start by giving them a common denominator, which is finding your LCM. So we are finding the LCM of 3, 5, and 8. 3, 5, and 8. So 2 can go into something here. So 2. 2 into 3, it wouldn't go. We bring down 3. We also bring down 5. It wouldn't go. 2 into 8 is 4. We go again with 2. We bring down 3, bring down 5. 2 into 4 is 2. We go again with 2. Bring down 3, bring down 5. 2 into 2 is 1. We've exhausted 2. And work with 3. 3 into 3 is 1. 3 into 5, it wouldn't go. So we bring down 5, bring down 1. Now 5, 1, 1, 1. So our LCM is 5 times 3, 15. 15 times 2, 30. 30 times 2, 60. 60 times 2, 120. So the LCM is 120. Now, the next thing to do is to divide by your denominators and multiply with your numerators. 3 into 120, we can do 3 into 12 and then include the 0. So 3 into 12 is 4. So if we include the 0, that's 40. So 40 times 1 is 40. 5 into 120, we can do that here, 120 over 5. 5 into 5 is 1. 5 into 1 wouldn't go, carry 1. 5 into 12 is 2. Remember 2. 5 into 20 is 4. So 24. And then 24 will be multiplied by 4. So 24 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 2, 8, plus 1, 9. This is 96. 3 into 120. 3 into 12 is 4. And then we include the 0. That's 40. 40 times 2, that's 80. 8 into 120, let's do that here. 120 divided by 8. 8 into 8 is 1. 8 into 1, it wouldn't go, 0, carry 1. 8 into 12 is 1, remainder 4. 8 into 40 is 5. So that 8 into 120 is 15. And then we multiply 15 by 5. 15 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Carry 2. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2. That's 7. So 75. So if we are going in ascending order, it means we start from the smallest. The smallest number is 40, so 1 over 3 should come first. The next number is 75, so 5 over 8 comes next. The next number is 80, so 2 over 3 comes next. And then 96, 4 over 5. So 1 over 3, 5 over 8, 2 over 3, 4 over 5. That's right here. Arrange these numbers in descending order. So we are moving from biggest to smallest. So for questions like this, you will arrange them and align your decimal points as if you were adding or subtracting. We have 0.25, we have 0.5, we have 0.75, and we have 0.05. Then if we like, we can fill this space with 0. So we approach them based on our place values. So if we start from here, everything is 0 here. So they are all equal as far as the ones place is concerned. So we move to the 10th place. Now, when we get here, since we are arranging in descending order, we are looking for the biggest. So here, 7 is the biggest. So 0.75 is the bigger number. After 7, we have 5. So 0.5 comes next. After 5, we have 2. So 0.25 comes next. And then we are left with 0.05. So 0.75, 0.5, 0.25, 0.05. That is right here. Arrange these in descending order. Let me rewrite the fractions here. So 1 over 3, 3 over 4, 7 over 8, 1 over 2. Now, whenever you want to compare or order fractions, what you need to do is to give them a common denominator. That way you can easily compare them. So to give them a common denominator, we find the lowest common denominator or the lowest common multiple, the LCM. So we are looking for the LCM of 3, 4, 8, and 2. 3, 4, 8, and 2. So we can start with 2. 2 into 3 wouldn't go, so we bring down 3. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 into 8 is 4. 2 into 2 is 1. We can still use 2. 2 into 3 will bring down 3. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 4 is 2. We bring down 1. 2 can still go. Bring down 3. 1, 1, 1. Now we use 3. 1, 1, 1, 1. We are done. Our LCM is 3 times 2, 6. 6 times 2, 12. 12 times 2, 24. So the LCM is 24. Now the next thing to do is to divide by our denominators and then multiply those answers with our numerators. So 3 into 24 is 8. 8 times our numerator 1, that's 8. 4 into 24 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. 8 into 24 is 3. 3 times 7 is 21. Then 2 into 24 is 12. 12 times 1 is 12. So if we're ordering in descending order, we start from biggest to smallest. The biggest number here is 21. So 7 over 8 should come first. After 21, we have 18. So 3 over 4. And then we have 12. So 1 over 2. And then finally 8, which is 1 over 3. So our correct answer, 7 over 8, 3 over 4, 1 over 2, 1 over 8. 7 over 8, 3 over 4, 1 over 2. Sorry, this should be 1 over 3, not 1 over 8. So 1 over 3. So 7 over 8, 3 over 4, 1 over 2, 1 over 3, right here. Arrange these in order of size, starting from the smallest. Since we have mixed fractions here, the first thing we might want to do is to change them to improper fractions. So we start with the first one. We multiply. So if we have this, we multiply, then we add with what we have here. So we multiply these two, and then the answer we get, we add. So 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1, that's 3. So 3 over 2, comma. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1, 6. 6 over 5. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 1, that's 5. 5 over 4. Finally, 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1, that's 4 over 3. Now that we've changed to improper fractions, the next thing to do is to give them a common denominator so that we can easily compare. How do we do that? By finding LCM. So we are looking for the LCM of 2, 5, 4, and 3. 2, 5, 4, and 3. We can start with 2. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 5 wouldn't go, so we bring down 5. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 into 3 wouldn't go, we bring down 3. 2 can still go. 1, we bring down 5. 1, we bring down 3. We've exhausted 2. Can move to 3. 3 into 1 is 1. Or rather, we bring down 1. 3 into 5 wouldn't go, we bring down 5. Bring down 1. 3 into 3 is 1. Now we can use 5. 1, 1, 1, 1. So our LCM is 5 times 3, which is 15. 15 times 2, which is 30. 30 times 2, which is 60. LCM 60. Now that we have found our LCM, the next thing to do is to divide our denominators and then multiply the answer with our numerator. So 2 into 60, 2 into 6 is 3. We include the 0, that's 30. 30 times 3 is 90. 5 into 60 is 12. 12 times 6 is 72. 4 into 60 is 15. 15 times 5 is 75. 3 into 60 is 20. 20 times 4 is 80. So we are starting from the smallest. So the smallest number here is 72. So that is 6 over 5. So this comes first. After 72, we have 75. That's 5 over 4. So this is second. After that, we have 4 over 3. So this is third. And then 90, which is 3 over 2. This is fourth. So one whole number, 1 over 5. One whole number, 1 over 4. One whole number, 1 over 3. One whole number, 1 over 2. Correct answer is A. Change 2 over 3 to the nearest whole number. So basically, we are looking for how many 3's are there in 20. So 2 over 3, or 20 divided by 3 rather. We divide by 3. 3 here is 1. 3 into 2 cannot go, 0 carry 2. 3 into 20 is 6. So 6 remainder 2. So the nearest whole number should be 7. So that's 2 out of 3. Express 45% as a proper fraction. Now, whenever you hear the word percent, it means over 100 divide by 100 out of 100%. So 45% is 45 out of 100 or 45 divided by 100. So we can break this down by dividing by 5. 5 into 1, 0, carry 1. 5 into 10 is 2. 5 into 0 is 0. 5 into 4, 0, carry 4. 5 into 45 is 9. That's 9 out of 20. We can't break this further. 9 out of 20. Express 58 over 80 as a fraction in its lowest term. 8 by 80. So if you want to express a fraction in its lowest term, you keep dividing until it gets to a point where you can't divide anymore. So 2 can go into both of them. So let's go with 2. 2 into 5, that's 2, remainder 1. 2 into 18, that's 9. 2 into 8 is 4. 2 into 0 is 0. That's 29, 40. There's nothing that goes into both of them at the same. 9 over 40 is our lowest term. So right here. Express 2 out of 3 of 90 kilograms in grams. 2 out of 3 of something is 2 out of 3 times that thing. So 2 out of 3 times 90 over 1. We can divide by 3. 3 into 3 is 1. 3 into 9 is 3. And then 3 into 0 is 0. We are left with 2 times 30, which is 60. That's 60 kilograms. 60 kilograms, we multiply that by 1,000, it becomes 60 with 3 zeros. That's 60,000 grams. 60,000 grams right here. If I spend 6 out of 11 of my money on books, what fraction of it will remain? So I spent 6 out of 11. What is left is how many needed to make it 11. Because for it to be complete, it should be 11 out of 11. So what is missing of 6 to make up 11? That's simply 11 minus 6. And 11 minus 6 is 5. So what is left is 5 out of 11. 5 out of 11. 26 whole number 2 over 5 is divided by 2 whole number 3 over 4. And the result is subtracted from 15. Find the final answer. So let us divide first. So 26 whole number 2 over 5 divided by 2 whole number 3 over 4. First, we should change these improper fractions. Change to improper fractions. You multiply your denominator by your whole number and then add the answer. So let's do 26 times 5. 5 times 6 is 30, so 0 carry 3. 5 times 2 is 10, that's 13. 130. Add 2, it becomes 132 over 5. Then we are dividing by 4 times 2 is 8, plus 3 is 11, so divided by 11 over 4. So when we are dividing fractions, we change this division to multiplication, and then we switch what comes after the division sign. So that's 132 over 5 times 4 over 11. Now, looking at this, 11 can go into both of them. So 11 into 11 is 1. 11 into 132 is 12. So we have 12 times 4 over 5. 12 times 4 is 8. That's 48 over. So we have 48 over 5. And the question says that's the answer to this division. The question says we should subtract our result from 15. That's 15 over 1 minus 8. Find the LCM of 5 and 1. Since it is just 1 and 5, because the LCM is 5. 5. 1 into 5 is 5. 5 times 15. 5 times. This is 75 minus 5 into 5 is 1. 1 times 48 is 75 minus borrow 1 from 7, that's 6. Go here, that's 15. 15 minus 8 is 7. 6 minus 4 is 2. That leaves us with 27, 5. And then we can change this back to a mixed dividing by 5. 5 into 27, we know that from our multiplication table, 5 times 5 is 25. This goes 5 times. And then we are left with 2 out of, that's 5 whole number, 2 over 5. That's right here. In a bag of 4 red balls, 6 yellow balls, and 2 blue balls, what is the probability of picking a blue ball? The probability of picking a blue ball is simply the number of blue balls divided by total number of balls. So we have 2 blue balls. Total number of balls, 4 plus 6 is 10. 10 plus 2 is 12. So 2 over 12, of course, 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 12 is 6. So the probability of picking the blue ball is 1 out of 6. That is right here. In a city, 1 over 8 of the people are men. 3 over 8 are women. 1 over 6 are boys. And 1 over 3 are girls. Which of the following pie charts represents the distribution of the people in that city? Now, if we look at all of these, it's difficult to visualize 1 over 8, 3 over 8, 1 over 6, and 1 over 3. So the best place to begin is by giving them a common denominator or finding the LCM. So there's 1 over 8, there's 3 over 8, there's 1 over 6, and there's 1 over 3. So we're looking for the LCM of 8, 6, and 3. Let's go. 8, 6, and 3. 2 goes into 8 4 times, 2 goes into 6 3 times, 2 doesn't go into 3, so we bring down 3. 2 goes into 4 twice, bring down 3, we bring down 3, 2, 1, 3, 3, and then 3, 1, 1, 1. So our LCM is 3 times 2, 6, 6 times 2, 12, 12 times 2, that's 24. So our LCM is 24. Our LCM is 24. Then the next thing is to divide by our denominators and multiply by our numerators. So 8 out of 24 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. 8 out of 24 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 6 out of 24 is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. 3 out of 24 is 8. 8 times 1 is 8. So it means that the biggest part of it is 3 over 8. So this will be the biggest, women. So they'll take the largest share of the pie. After women, we have 8, that's 1 over 3, which is girls. So girls will take the second largest. And then after 8, we have 4, that's 1 over 6, boys will come third. And then men, 1 over 8, that's 4. So it means that we should, if we examine our pie chart, women should take the bigger space. It doesn't look like it's happening here. Women should take the bigger space, men should take the smaller space. That's not happening here. That's not happening here either. Women have the biggest space here, but men do not have the smallest space. So that wouldn't be this. If we look at this, women appear to be the biggest, men appear to be the smallest. Let's see what's happening in the middle. After women, girls. That's true. Women, girls, boys, a little bit bigger than men. So our correct answer should be D. In a class of 32 boys, 16 passed the examination and 4 were absent. The rest failed. What fraction of the whole class failed? Find the fraction of the class that failed. First, let's find the number of people that failed. So there are 32. Total is 32. Then 16 passed. 4 were absent. The rest failed. So to find the rest, we need to find out what is left after removing 16 and 4 from the 32 of them. So we start by adding 16 and 4. We add 16 and 4, that's 20 people. So what's left of 20 in 32? That's 32 minus 20. 2 minus 0 is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. So 12 people failed. 12 people failed. That's 12 out of 32 people failed. So let's reduce this to the lowest form. So we can divide by 2. 2 into 1 is 0, carry 1. 2 into 12 is 6. 2 into 3 is 1, carry 1. 2 into 12 is 6. That's 6 out of 16. We can still reduce this. 2 into 6 is 3. 2 into 1 is 0, carry 1. 2 into 16 is 8. So that's 3 out of 8. So this means that 3 out of 8 of the class failed. And that's here. Jide's mother went to the market to buy some articles. She bought 3 dozen of cups and 1.5 gross of plates. How many articles did she buy? Recall that 1 dozen is 12. So 3 dozens is 12 into 3 places, 12 times 3. So 12 times 3 is 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 1 is 3. 36. So 36 cups. And then 1.5 gross of plates. 1 gross is equal to 12 dozens. That's equal to 12 times 12. So 1 gross is equal to 144. If 1 gross is equal to 144, then 1.5 gross is equal to 144 into 1.5 places. So that's 144 times 1.5. So we are looking for 1.5 of 144. You can change 1.5 to an improper fraction. So 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1, that's 3. So you multiply your denominator by the whole number and then you add your answer to your numerator. So 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1, that's 3. So 3 over 2 times 144 over 1. We can go with 2. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 1 is 0, carry 1. 2 into 14 is 7. 2 into 4 is 2. So we are left with 3 times 72. We can do that here. 72 times 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 7 is 21. So 216. So she bought 216 plates. So question says how many articles did she buy altogether? So that's 36 cups plus 216 plates. So we add 216 plus 36. 6 plus 6 is 12. 2 carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 3, that's 5. 2 plus nothing is 2. So she bought a total of 252 articles. That's right here. On the first day, a man did 3 out of 5 of a job. On the next day, he completed another 2 out of 5 of the job. What fraction of the job was left undone? Fraction left undone. To figure out the fraction left undone, let's first find the fraction done. The fraction done is 3 out of 35 plus 2 out of 5. Now, when adding fractions, first thing to do is to find your LCM. Give them a common denominator. So the LCM of 35 and 5, you can do that here. 35, 5. We can divide 3 by 5. 5 into 35 is 7. 5 into 5 is 1. Then 7, 1, 1. 5 times 7, that's 35. The LCM is 35. 35 into 35 is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. Plus 5 into 35 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. We put that together, that's 3 plus 14. That's 17 out of 35. This is the fraction of work done. The fraction of work undone is what is left of 17 to make 35. Because if it gets 35 over 35, everything has been completed. So what's left of 17 to make 35? That's subtracting 17 from 35. 5 minus 7 wouldn't go, so we borrow 1 from 3, left with 2, so 15. 15 minus 7 is 8. 2 minus 1 is 1. So what is left undone is 18 out of 35. That is option D. P, Q, and R are masses. P is the smallest. R is the biggest of the three. If P is 300 grams, R is half kilograms, which of the following is a possible mass for Q? This is the biggest. This is the smallest. So let's see. This is in grams. This is in kilograms. So we need to change this to grams so that we can properly visualize it. 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. So half kilograms should be half of 1,000. That's the same thing as 1,000 divided by 2. That's 500 grams. So R is 500 grams. If R is 500 grams, and that's the biggest, and P is 300 grams, the smallest, Q should be somewhere in the middle. And that looks like 450. Yes, 450 is halfway between this. So, or somewhere in the middle of both of them. So 450 is a possible mass. Reduce 225 over 300 to its lowest form. So we just keep dividing until we cannot divide anymore. And divide by 5. 5 into 2 cannot work, carry 2. 5 into 22 is 4, remainder 2. 5 into 25 is 5. 5 into 3 wouldn't go, so 0 carry 3, 30. 5 into 30 is 6, 5 into 0 is 0. That is 45 over 60. 5 into 45, 5 into 4, 0 carry 4. 5 into 45 is 9. 5 into 6 is 1, remainder 1, 10. 5 into 10 is 2. That's 9 out of 12. We can divide by 3. 3 into 9 is 3. 3 into 12 is 4. So we have 3 over 4. We cannot break this down any further. So 3 over 4 is the lowest form. Circle below represents the amount of fruits produced by a farmer. If O is the center of the circle and the three angles at O are equal, what fraction of the fruits produced were oranges. So if all of these angles are equal, then it means that first we find the total number of parts there are. There are 3 parts. So if all of them are equal, if we split 3 into 3 places, that's 1. So it means that each of them will take 1 out of 3. This is 1 out of 3. This is 1 out of 3, which by the time we put it together to give us 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 3 out of 3, which is 1 whole. So fraction that took oranges is 1 out of 3. The diagram is divided into equal parts. What fraction of it is unshaded? So for questions like this, first you need to find the total number of shapes. That's total number of parts that the shape has, and that gives you your denominator. So if we do that, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So our denominator is 12. Then we count the parts of the shape that are unshaded. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That leaves us with 4 out of 4 out of 12 is right here. The figure below is divided into squares. What fraction of the figure is shaded? Express your answer in the lowest term. So when dealing with questions like this, the first thing you want to do is to find the total number of squares. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. 8 into 5 places, which is 40. Our denominator is 40. The next thing is to count the squares that are shaded. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 14 out of 40. But we need to express this in its lowest term. So we can divide by 2. 2 into 1 is 0, carry 1. 2 into 14 is 7. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 into 0 is 0. That's 7 out of 20. We cannot break this down further. So right here. There are 40 pupils in a class. If 32 of them were present at school last Monday, what fraction of the class was absent? To figure out the fraction of the class that was absent, we should first figure out the number of people that were absent. If 32 were present, then those absent, 40 minus 32, which is 8. So 8 people were absent. 8 out of 40 were absent. So let us break this down. We can divide by 8. 8 into 8 is 1. 8 into 40 is 5. So 1 out of 5 of the class were absent. There are 6 bottles of Fanta and 3 bottles of Maltina in the freezer. What is the chance of a boy picking a Coke bottle in the freezer? So to answer questions like this, we need to first figure out what our total number of bottles are. In this case, there are 6 bottles of Fanta and 3 bottles of Maltina. So that we have a total of 6 plus 3, that is 9 bottles. And then what is the chance of a boy picking a Coke? There's no Coke here, so that's 0. So 0 out of 9 is 0. What fraction of 1,000 is 625 in its lowest term? What fraction of 1,000 is 625? So we just divide 625 by 1,000 and then reduce to the lowest term. So we can divide through by 5. 5 into 6 is 1, remainder 1, so that's 12. 5 into 12 is 2, remainder 2. 5 into 25 is 5. 5 into 1, 0, carry 1. 5 into 10 is 2, into 0, 0, into 0, 0. That leaves us with 125 divided by 200. We can also divide by 5. 5 into 1 is 0, carry 1. 5 into 12 is 2, carry 2. 5 into 25 is 5. 5 into 2 is 0, carry 2. 5 into 20 is 4. 5 into 0 is 0. That's 25 over 40. We can also divide by 2, sorry, by 5. 5 into 2 is 0, carry 2. 5 into 25 is 5. 5 into 4 is 0, carry 4. 5 into 40 is 8. And that is 5 over 8. We can't break this down further. 5 over 8 is right here. What fraction of 2 minutes is 6 seconds? Now, we can't compare two things in different units, so we need to change one of them to the other unit. So since minutes are bigger than seconds, we should change from the bigger unit to the smaller unit. So we're changing 2 minutes to seconds. So since we are moving from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, we multiply. So 1 second, sorry, 1 minute is 60 seconds. So 2 minutes would be 60 times 2 seconds. 60 times 2, 6 times 2 is 12, and then we include the 0, so that's 120 seconds. So what fraction of 120 seconds is 6 seconds? So 6 off 120. Then we can divide by 6. 6 into 6 is 1. 6 into 1 is 0, carry 1. 6 into 12 is 2. Then 6 into 0 is 0. That's 1 out of 20. 1 out of 20 is right here. What fraction of a day is 5 hours, 20 minutes? 5 hours, 20 minutes. So remember that one day is equal to 24 hours. So we want to figure out what will be 5 hours, what fraction 5 hours, 20 minutes will make. So since both of them are different units, you might want to change both of them to have the same units. So 5 hours is 5 times 60. 5 times 6 is 30, and then 0, so 300. So 300 plus 20, that will be 320 minutes. So this is 5 hours, 20 minutes. Now, let's figure out 24 hours in minutes. That is 24 times 60. Sorry, 24 times 60. 0 times 4 is 0, 0 times 2 is 0, 6 times 4 is 24, 4 carried 2, 6 times 2, 12, plus 2, that's 14. So that's 0, 4, 4, 1. So 24 hours is equal to 1,440 minutes. So we want to figure out what fraction of 1,440 minutes is 320 minutes. So that's 320 divided by 1440. We can quickly cancel out our zeros, which is the same thing as dividing by 10. And then we can divide by 2. 2 into 1 is 0, carry 1. 2 into 14 is 7. 2 into 4 is 2, that's 72. 2 into 3 is 1, remember 1. 2 into 12 is 6, that's 16 over 72. We can still divide by, let's even try 4. 4 into 7 is 1, remainder 3, that's 32. 4 into 32 is 8. 4 into 1 is 0, carry 1. 4 into 16 is 4. So that's 4 over 18. Let's divide by 2. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 into 1 is 0, carry 1. 18. 2 into 18 is 9. So that's 2 out of 9. So the fraction of a day that is 5 hours, 20 minutes is 2 out of 9. And that's right here. What fraction of a day is 8 hours, 20 minutes? 8 hours, 20 minutes. So recall that one day is equal to 24 hours. So basically, we are looking for 8 hours, 20 minutes divided by 24 hours. Now, since all of them are not in hours, then we need to change to the same units. And since we have a smaller unit amongst them, change everything to minutes. So let's start with 8 hours. 8 hours is equal to 8 times 60 minutes because there are 60 minutes in 1 hour and then there are 8 of them. 8 times 60, so 8 times 6 is 48, and then we include 0, 480, and then plus 20, that will give us 500 minutes. So 8 hours, 20 minutes is 500 minutes. Now let's figure out 24 hours. 24 hours will be 24 times 60 minutes. So let's multiply 24 times 60, 0, 0. 6 times 4 is 24. 4 carry 2. 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 2, 14. 0, 4, 4, 1. So there are 1,440 minutes in 24 hours. So what we are looking for is 500 divided by 1440. We can cancel out our zeros, which is the same thing as dividing by 10. And then we can divide by 2. 2 into 1 is 0, carry 1. 2 into 14 is 7. 2 into 4 is 2, 72. 2 into 5 is 2, remember 1. 2 into 10 is 5. That's 25 over 72. 2 cannot go, 3 cannot go, 5 cannot go into both of them. So we leave our answer as 25 over 72. What fraction of the diagram is not shaded? When you have questions like this, you should first look out for the total number of shapes you have, the total sides that the shape has. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8. So it means our denominator will be 8. And then the part that is not shaded is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 out of 8. And we can't reduce this any further. So 5 out of 8 is the correct answer. What fraction of the diagram is not shaded? Questions like this, you first want to figure out the total number of squares there are. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our denominator will be 7. And then the parts not shaded are 1, 2, 3. That's 3 out of 7. We can't reduce this any further. So the answer is 3 out of 7 right here. The pie chart represents a farm and the portion of the farm used for planting groundnuts, yam, and vegetables. What fraction of the land is used for yam? This is 90 degrees. This is also 90 degrees. Of course, this is 180 degrees. So let's figure out what the total is. So 180 plus 90 plus 90. 0, 18 plus 18 plus 8, that's 26, carry 2, then 360. So that's 360 degrees total. So yam is 90 degrees out of 360 degrees. So we can cancel out our units. And we can cancel out our zeros, which is the same thing as dividing by 10. So we have 9 out of 36. We can divide by 3. 3 into 9 is 3. 3 into 3 is 1. 3 into 6 is 2. That's 3 out of 12. And then we can divide by 3. 3 here is 1. 3 into 12 is 4. So our answer is 1 out of 4, which is 1 quarter. You can easily see that here. 1 quarter. So 1 out of 4. What fraction of 1 meter is 25 millimeters? So, since both of them are not in the same units, we should change both of them to be the same units. Since meter is the bigger one, we change from meters to millimeters. So remember that in 1 meter, we have 1000 millimeters. So that would mean 25 millimeters divided by 1000 millimeters. We can cancel out our units, and then we can divide by 5. 5 into 2 is 0, carry 2, 25. 5 into 25 is 5. 5 into 1 is 0, carry 1, that's 10. 5 into 10 is 2. 5 into 0 is 0. 5 into 0 is 0. That's 5 over 200. We can again divide by 5. 5 into 5 is 1. 5 into 2 is 0, carry 2. 5 into 20 is 4. 5 into 0 is 0. That's 1 over 40. So 25 meters is 1 over 40 of a meter. That's right here. Sorry, 25 millimeters. What fraction of 2.5 meters is 75 centimeters? 2.5 meters, 75 centimeters. So we need to change both of them to the same units. So 2.5 meters to centimeters is 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So 2.5 meters should be equal to 2.5 times 100, which is the same thing as 2.5 times 100. And then we just move our zeros. So we multiply by 100, we are adding zeros behind or moving our decimal point. So 2.5, we move once, we have multiplied by 10, we move again, we have multiplied by 100. So there's a 0 here. So that's 250 centimeters. So 2.5 meters is 250 centimeters. So that means 75 centimeters divided by 250 centimeters. Our units can cancel out, and then we can divide by 5. 5 into 7 is 1, remainder 2. 5 into 25 is 5. 5 into 2 is 0, remainder 2. 5 into 25 is 5. 5 into 0 is 0. That's 15 over 50. We can still divide by 5. 5 into 5 is 1. 5 into 0 is 0. 5 into 1 is 0, remainder 1, that's 15. 5 into 15 is 3. And that leaves us with 3 out of 10. Right here. What is the smallest of these fractions? Now, they all have different denominators, so it's difficult to tell from a glance. So the easiest way to be able to compare fractions is by giving all of them the same denominator. What that means is to find the lowest common denominator, or the LCM, of these numbers. So let us find the LCM of 3, 8, 4, 5, and 2. 3, 8, 4, 5, and 2. So we can divide with 2. 2 into 3 cannot go, so we bring down 3. 2 into 8 is 4. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 into 5 cannot go. We bring down 5. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 can still go. We bring down 3. 2, 1. We bring down 5. 1. 2 can still go. Bring down 3. 1, 1. Bring down 5. 1. Then we can go with 3. 1, 1, 1, 5, 1. And finally, we can go with 5. So our LCM is 5 times 3, which is 15. 15 times 2, that's 30. 30 times 2, that's 60. 60 times 2, that's 120. So our LCM is 120. Now, to compare them, we use our denominators to divide, and then the answer we get, we use to multiply the numerator. So 3 into 120, we can simply do 3 into 12 and include the 0. 3 into 12 is 4, and then we include the 0, so that's 40, comma. 8 into 120, let's do that here. 120 divided by 8. 8 here is 1. 8 into 1 is 0. Carry 1. 8 into 12 is 1, remainder 4. 8 into 40 is 5. So 8 into 120 is 15, comma. 4 into 12 is 3, and then we include the 0, so that's 30. 5 into 120, so 120 divided by 5. 5 here is 1. 5 into 1 is 0, carry 1, 12. 5 into 12 is 2, remainder 2, 20. 5 into 20 is 4, so that's 24. And then we multiply 24 by 2. That gives us 48. And then 2 into 120, 2 into 12 is 6, and then the 0, 60. So the smallest of these is the one that has the smallest value, which is 15. So the smallest of these fractions is 1 out of 8. 1 out of 8. What is the smallest of these fractions? Now, it's difficult to tell by just looking at them what the smallest is. So what we need to first do is to give all of them a common denominator. Once they have a common denominator, then we can compare. So to do that, we find our lowest common denominator, which is our lowest common multiple, our LCM. So we are looking for the LCM of 5, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 2, 3, and 4. We can start using 2. 2 into 5, it cannot go, so we bring down 5. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 3 cannot go, we bring down 3. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 can still go, so 2 into 5, we bring down 5. 1, we bring down 3. 2 into 2 is 1. Now we can use 3. 3 into 5 cannot go, we bring down 5. 1, then 5, 1, all 3. So our LCM is 5 times 3, which is 15. 15 times 2, which is 30. 30 times 2, which is 60. So our LCM is 60. Now, to compare them, we divide our denominators, and then the answer we get, we use to multiply our numerator. So 5 into 60 is 12, and then 12 times 2 is 24. So this is 24 out of 60. 2 into 60 is 30. 30 times 1 remains 30. 3 into 60 is 20. 20 times 1 is 20. 4 into 60 is 15. 15 times 3 is 45. 3 into 60 is 20. 20 times 2 is 40. So the smallest is the one with the smallest number, 20 out of 60, which is 1 out of 3. Yeah. Which fraction is the smallest of these? Now, it's difficult to tell by just looking at them which is the smallest. So what we can do to figure that out is to give them a common denominator. A common denominator, which is the same thing as the lowest common denominator, or the LCM. So we find our LCM of 7, 8, and 9. We can use 2. 2 into 7, we cannot go, we bring down 7. 2 into 8 is 4. 2 into 9 cannot go, we bring down 9. 2 again, 7, 2, 9. 2 again, 7, 1, 9. We've exhausted 2. We can use 3. 3 into 7 cannot go, we bring down 7. We bring down 1. 3 into 9 is 3. We divide again by 3. We bring down 7, 1, 1. And then finally 7, 1, 1. So our LCM is 7 times 3, which is 21. 21 times 3, which is 63. 63 times 2 is 126. 126 times 2, 2 times 6 is 12. 2 carry 1, 2, 4 plus 1, 5. 252. And then 252 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 5 is 10. 0 carry 1. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1, 5. That's 504. So our LCM is 504. So to compare them, we should divide our denominators, and then the answer we get we multiply by our numerator. So let's find 7 into 504. That's 504 divided by 7. 7 into 7 is 1. 7 into 5 cannot go, so 0 carry 5. 7 into 50 is 7. 7 times 7 is 49, so remember 1. And then 7 into 14 is 2. So 7 goes into 504 72 times. And then we multiply 72 by our numerator, which is 4. So 72 times 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 7 is 28. So this is 288. Now let us divide 504 by 8. 504 divided by 8. We can go directly with 8. 8 into 8 is 1. 8 into 5, it cannot go, so 0 carry 5. 8 into 50 is 6. Remember 2, 24. 8 into 24 is 3. Okay, 8 into 24 is 3. So we have 63. Now we multiply 63 by 5. So 63 times 5. 5 times 3 is 15. I carry 1. 5 times 6 is 30 plus 1, 31. So that is 315. And then the next one is 7 out of 9. So we divide 504 by 9. 504 divided by 9. 9 into 9 is 1. 9 into 5 cannot go, 0 carry 5. 9 into 5 is 9 into 5. Let's use 3 so that it's easier for us. Deal with smaller numbers. So 3 into 9 is 3. 3 into 5 is 2. Sorry, 1. Remember 2. 3 into 20 is 6. Remember 2. 3 into 24 is 8. So we have 168 divided by 3. Now we can divide by 3 as opposed to struggling with 9. 3 into 3 is 1. 3 into 1 is 0, carry 1. 3 into 16 is 5, remember 1. 3 into 18 is 6. So that's 56. And then we multiply 56 by 7. So 56 times 7. 7 times 6 is 42. 2 carry 4. 7 times 5 is 35 plus 4, that's 39. So 392. So it appears that the smallest of them is the one with the smaller number. And that's 4 out of 7. That's right here. Which is the biggest of these fractions? Men looking at them, we might not be able to tell what the biggest is, but then we can find a way to give them a common denominator. Once we can do that, then it becomes easy to compare them. So we need to find the LCM of 3, 4, 8, 24, and 12. 3, 4, 8, 24, 12. We can start with 2. 2 into 3 cannot go, so we'll bring down 3. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 into 8 is 4. 2 into 24 is 12. 2 into 12 is 6. We can still go with 2. Bring down 3. This is 1. This is 2. This is 6. This is 3. We can still go with 2. Bring down 3. 1, 1, 3, 3. And then we can divide by 3. So 1, 4, 3. So our LCM is 3 times 2, which is 6. 6 times 2, which is 12. 12 times 2, which is 24. Another way to look at it, since all of them are factors of 24, we can also just simply say that the LCM is 24 because they all have a common multiple, 24. Now, let us begin to compare. To compare, we divide by our denominators, and then the answer we get, we use that to multiply our numerators. So 3 into 24 is 8. 8 times 1 is 8. 4 into 24 is 6. 6 times 1 is 6. 8 into 24 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 24 into 24 is 1. 1 times 7 is 7. 12 into 24 is 2. 2 times 5 is 10. It appears that the biggest of them has the number 10. And that's 5 out of 12. Because this is 10 out of 24, 7 out of 24, 9 out of 24, 6 out of 24, 8 out of 24. Obviously, 10 is bigger. So 5 out of 12. What is the biggest of these fractions? So we cannot tell by just looking at them. The best way to go about this is to give them a common denominator to find our LCM. So the LCM of 3, 4, 8, 24, and 12. 3, 4, 8, 24, and 12. So 2 into 3 is cannot go, so we drop down 3. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 into 8 is 4. 2 into 24 is 12. 2 into 12 is 6. 2 into 3, we drop down 3. 2 into 2 is 1. 2, 6, 3. 2 again. 3, 1, 1, 3, 3. Now we divide with 3. That's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Our LCM is 3 times 2, which is 6. 6 times 2, 12. 12 times 2, and that's 24. Or we could have just looked at these denominators. They are all factors of 24. So it means they share a common multiple 24. And that's the lowest of them. Okay. Now we have our common denominator. The next thing is to compare them. And to be able to do that, we should divide by our denominator, and then the answer we get, we use to multiply our numerators. So 3 into 24 is 8. 8 times 1 is 8. 4 into 24 is 6. 6 times 1 is 6. 8 into 24 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 24 into 24 is 1. 1 times 7 is 7. 12 into 24 is 2. 2 times 5 is 10. So the biggest of these fractions is the one that has the biggest value, 10 out of 24. And that's 5 out of 12. Right here. Which is the greatest of these fractions? It's difficult to compare them just by looking at them. So what we can do to be able to compare is to give them a common denominator. So we find our LCM. So we're looking for the LCM of 10, 5, 8, 20, and 5, 8, 20, and 4. So 10, 5, 8, 20, and 4. We can divide by 2. 2 into 10 is 5. 2 into 5 wouldn't go, so we drop down 5. 2 into 8 is 4. 2 into 20 is 10. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 can still go. 2 into 5 wouldn't work, so we drop down 5. 2 into 5 wouldn't work, we drop down 5. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 into 10 is 5. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 can still go. 2 into 5, we drop down 5. We drop down 5. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 5, we drop down 5. 2 into 1 is, we bring down 1. So we've exhausted 2, and then 5 can go into everything. 1, 1, 1, 1. So our LCM is 5 times 2, 10. 10 times 2, 20. 20 times 2, 40. Our LCM is 40. Now that we have a common denominator, we can compare them by dividing by our denominators, and then the answer we get multiplied by our numerator, so that we make everything here to become a fraction out of 40. Then it becomes easy to compare. So 10 into 40 is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. 5 into 40 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 into 40 is 5. 5 times 3 is 15. 20 into 40 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. 4 into 40 is 10. 10 times 3 is 30. So the biggest number we have here is 30. That's 30 out of 40, which is the same thing as 3 out of 4. That's the greatest of these fractions. 3 out of 4. Which of the following fractions is the greatest? Which of the following fractions is the greatest? Now, it's difficult to tell by just looking at them, but then we can make that easy for ourselves by giving them a common denominator. So we find the LCM of 5, 4, 2, 3, and 7. 5, 4, 2, 3, and 7. So 5, 4, 2, 3, and 7. So LCM, we can divide by 2. So 2 into 5, it cannot go, we drop down 5. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 into 2 is 1. We drop down 3, we drop down 7. 2 can still go, so 2, drop down 5. 1, 1, drop down 3, drop down 7. Then 3 can go, since we've exhausted 2. 3, we drop down 5. 1, 1, 1, we drop down 7. 5 can go, 1, 1, 1, 1, we drop down 7. And then 7 gives us 1 all through. So our LCM is 7 times 5, which is 35. Then 35 times 3. 3 times 5 is 15. 5 carry 1. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1, 10. So that's 105. So 35 times 3 is 105. Next is to multiply 105 by 2. 105 times 2 is 210. 210, and then we multiply 210 by 2, that's 420. Wow. So our LCM is 420. Now, let's compare each of these by dividing 420 by the denominators and then multiplying by the numerator. So let's start with 5. 5 into 420, 420 divided by 5. 5 into 5 is 1. 5 into 4 cannot go, 0 carry 4. 42. 5 into 42 is 8. Remember 2. 5 into 20 is 4. 84. And then we multiply that by 3. So 84 times 3. 3 times 4 is 12. 2 carry 1. 3 times 8 is 24 plus 1, that's 25. So that's 252. So this is 252. We do the same thing for the next one. We divide 420 by 4. So 420 divided by 4. 4 into 4 is 1. 4 into 4 is 1. 4 into 2 is 0, carry 2. 4 into 20 is 5. That's 105. And then we multiply 105 by 3. So 105 by 3. 3 times 5 is 15. 5 carry 1. 3 times 0 is 0 plus 1. That's 1. 3 times 1 is 3. That's 315. So this is 315. The next is half. So we simply divide 420 by 2. We can do that here. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 0 is 0. 210. We multiply 210 by 1. That's 210. The next is 1 out of 3. So we divide 420 by 3. 3 into 3 is 1. 3 into 4 is 1. Remember 1. 3 into 12 is 4. 3 into 0 is 0. That's 140. 140 multiplied by 1 is 140. Then finally, we divide by 7. So 420 divided by 7. 7 into 7 is 1. 7 into 4 is 0, carry 4. 7 into 42 is 6. And then 7 into 0 is 0. That's 60. And then we multiply 60 by 3. 60 by 3 is 180. So the largest number we have is 315. That means the largest fraction is 3 out of 4. Which of the following is the largest? Now, it's difficult to tell by just looking at them. So what we can easily do is to give them a common denominator, which is to find the LCM. So we find the LCM of 2, 4, 8, 3, and 5. 2, 4, 8, 3, and 5. So 2, 4, 8, 3, and 5. So we can divide by 2. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 into 8 is 4. 2 into 3 cannot go, we drop down 3. The same thing, drop down 5. 2 can still go, drop down 1. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 4 is 2. We drop down 3. We drop down 5. 2 can go one more time. 1, 1, 1, 3, 5. 3 can go now. 5. Then 5. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So our LCM is 5 times 3, 15. 15 times 2, 30. 30 times 2, 60. 60 times 2, 120. So we have a common denominator of 120. So to compare, we divide by our denominators and then multiply by our numerators. So let's start with the first one. 2 into 120 is 60. 60 times 1 is 60. So this is 60. 4 into 120, 4 into 12 is 3, then 0. So 4 into 120 is 30. Then 30 times 3 is 90. 8 into 120, let's do that here. 8 here is 1. 8 into 1 is 0, carry 1. 8 into 12 is 1, remainder 4. 8 into 4 is 5. So that's 15. Then 15 times 3 is 45. Then 3 into 120, 3 into 12 is 4, and then 0, that's 40. 40 times 1 is 40. 5 into 120, let's do that. 120 divided by 5. 5 here is 1, 0, carry 1. 5 here is 2, remember 2. And then into 20 is 4. So 5 into 120 is 24. 24 times 2 is 48. So the largest of these numbers is 90. So it means the largest fraction is 3 out of 4. Check. Which of the following fractions is the smallest? By looking at them, we might not be able to tell. But what we can do is to give them a common denominator. Once they have a common denominator, it becomes easy to compare. So let us find the LCM of 5, 6, 3, 4, and 2. 5, 6, 3, 4, and 2. We can divide by 2. 2 into 5, we drop down 5. 2 into 6 is 3. 2 into 3 wouldn't go, we drop down 3. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 can still go. We drop down 5, we drop down 3, we drop down 1, 1. Then we can divide by 3. 3 wouldn't go into 5, so we drop it down. Then 1, 1, 1, 1. Then finally 5, 1, 1, 1, 1. So our LCM is 5 times 3, which is 15. 15 times 2, which is 30. 30 times 2, which is 60. LCM is 60. Now they have a common denominator. So we can compare with respect to 60 by dividing our denominators and then multiplying by our numerator. Let's start with the first fraction. So our denominator is 5. 5 into 60 is 12. 12 times 1 is 12. 6 into 60 is 10. 10 times 1 is 10. 3 into 60 is 20. 20 times 1 is 20. 4 into 60 is 15. 15 times 1 is 15. 2 into 60 is 30. 30 times 1 is 30. So the smallest fraction here is the one with the smallest number, which is 10. So our smallest fraction is 1 out of 6. Which of the following is the least? We know that this is 2 wholes, this is 1 whole. So these 2 are definitely out of the list. So we are comparing between 5 out of 4, 2 out of 5, and 5 out of 6. 5 out of 4 is greater than 1, because that's 1 whole number, 1 out of 4. So this is also off the list. So it is either 2 out of 5 or 5 out of 6. So let us compare. We compare both of them by finding a common denominator. So we find the LCM of 5 and 6. We can work with 2. 2 into 5, we drop down 5 because it can't go. 2 into 6 is 3. Then we use 3, 5, 1, 5, 1, 1. So our LCM is 5 times 3, which is 15. And then 15 times 2, which is 30. So LCM is 30. To compare them, we divide by our denominators and multiply by our numerators. So 5 into 30 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. So this is 12. And then 6 into 30 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. So this is 12 and this is 25. This is the smallest number, so it means that the least fraction is 2 out of 5. Which of the fractions is the smallest? Now, ordinarily, because we can't tell by just looking at them, we would have to give them a common denominator. So find the LCM of 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5. And then when we are done, we can now begin to compare. But that might be a little bit troublesome here because of the kind of numbers we have. But notice something is common. Your numerator has the same number. All your numerators have the same numbers. So when your numerators have the same number, let us think about this. 1 out of 9 means there are 9 spaces. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 spaces and it's just 1 out of the 9. Right? Now 1 out of 8 means there are 8 spaces and just 1. What? Imagine 1 out of 4. Let's do 1 out of 4. 1, 2, 3. 1 out of 4, just 1 space. In this case, because there are only 4, 1 out of 4 is way bigger than 1 out of 9. So what we are trying to say is when all your numerators are the same digits, the smaller denominator is the bigger one. And then the bigger denominator is the smaller one. What that means in this case is that 1 out of 9 is the smallest number. Because there are 9 pieces and then just 1 out of the 9 of them. But then 5, there are 5 pieces and 1 out of 5. There are 4 others. So this is the biggest compared to this. This one out of 9, there are 8 others. So this occupies just one tiny space out of a whole 9. So in this context, the smaller fraction is 1 out of 9 and the biggest is 1 out of 5. So 1 out of 9 right there. Which of these is the largest? So for this, we cannot tell by just looking at them. But the easiest way to compare them is by giving them a common denominator. So to give them a common denominator, we find the lowest common multiple. So we find the LCM of 8, 5, 2, 4, and 10. 8, 5, 2, 4, and 10. 8, 5, 2, 4, and 10. So we can divide by 2. 2 into 8 is 4. 2 into 5, it cannot go, so we bring down 5. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 into 10 is 5. We divide by 2. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 into 5, it cannot go, we drop down 5. 2 into 1, of course, we already have 1. 2 into 2 is 1. 2 into 5, it cannot go, we drop down 5. 2 can still go, so 2, 1, bring down 5, 1, 1, bring down 5. And then finally 5. 1, 1, 1, 1. So our LCM is 5 times 2, that's 10. 10 times 2, that's 20. 20 times 2, that's 40. So our LCM is 40. Now, let's try to deal with them or compare them. To compare them, we pick our denominator and divide it by this, or divide this by our denominator, and then the answer we get, we multiply by our numerator. That can help us place all of them over 40 out of 40, and then we can compare. 8 into 40 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 into 40 is 8. 8 times 4 is 32. 2 into 40 is 20. 20 times 1 is 20. 4 into 40 is 10. 10 times 1 is 10. 10 into 40 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. So looking at these numbers, the largest number we have is 32, which is 32 out of 40. So it means 4 out of 5 is the largest among them. So 4 out of 5. Which of these fractions is the smallest? Now, the longer way to go around this since we cannot really tell, is to compare all of them by giving them a common denominator, finding their LCM, and then we begin to compare. But that's going to be very troublesome because of the size of numbers we have here, and most of them are prime numbers. So, since all our numerators are the same thing, ones, we can easily compare. So, 1 out of 9 means there are 9 of them, and then just 1. 1 out of 4 means there are only 4 of them, and then 1. Obviously, this is bigger than this. So what I'm trying to establish is when you have the same numerators, you can easily compare the biggest or the smallest by looking at the denominators. So the bigger the denominator, the smaller the value, because it has to share this amongst 9 people, while this is sharing itself amongst only 4 people. So it means this is the smallest 1 out of 9. Which of these fractions is the largest? Well, looking at these, we cannot tell. So what we can do is to give them a common denominator, and that's to find our LCM. So we find the LCM of 9, 8, 6, 3, and 4. Nine, 8, 6, 3, and 4. So we can divide by 2. 2 into 9, it wouldn't go, so we'll bring down 9. 2 into 8 is 4. 2 into 6 is 3. 2 into 3, it wouldn't go, we bring down 3. 2 into 4 is 2. 2 can still go, but not into 9, so we bring down 9. 2 into 4 is 2. We bring down 3, we bring down 3, 1. 2 can go one more time, bring down 9, 1, 3, 3, 1. So 2 can no longer go, but 3 can. So 3 into 9 is 3, 1, 1, 1, 1. And then 3, 1, 1, 1, 1. So our LCM is 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 2, 18. 18 times 2 is 36. 36 times 2 is 72. So our LCM is 72. Now that we've given them a common denominator, we can compare by dividing by our denominators and multiplying the answer by our numerator. So 9 into 72 is 8. So 8 times 7 is 56. 8 into 72 is 9. 9 times 5 is 45. 6 into 72 is, let's do that, 72 divided by 6. 6 here, 1. 6 into 7 is 1, remember 1. 6 into 12 is 2. So 6 into 72 is 12. 12 times 5 is 60. 3 into 72, 72 divided by 3. 3 here, 1. 3 into 7 is 2. Remember 1. 3 into 12 is 4. So that's 24. So 3 into 72 is 24. 24 times 2 is 48. And then 4 into 72. So 72 divided by 4. 4 into 4 is 1. 4 into 7 is 1. Remember 3. 4 into 32 is 8. So that's 18. 4 into 72 is 18. 18 times 3. 3 times 8 is 24. 4 carry 2. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2, that's 5. So that's 54. So now we have 56 out of 72, 45 out of 72, 60 out of 72, 48 out of 72, and 54 out of 72. Of course, the largest is 60. So that's the third one. That's 5 out of 6. So 5 out of 6 right here. Which of these fractions is the highest? Now, the longer way to go around this is to find their LCM and then begin to divide and all of that. But it's easier to compare fractions when their numerators are the same. So in this case, there's 1 as a numerator for all of them. So 1 out of 9 means you have one item and you're sharing it between 9 people. You find out that what each person will receive will be smaller than if you have one item and you're sharing it just between 3 people. So when you're sharing one item between 3 people, each person receives more as opposed to when you're sharing one item between 9 people. What this means is that 1 out of 3 is the biggest fraction here, followed by 1 out of 4, and then 1 out of 8, and then 1 out of 9 is the smallest. So the answer we are looking for is 1 out of 3. Which one of the following fractions has the same value as 5 over 7? 5 over 7 is obviously in its simplest form. So what we should do is to make all of this to be in their simplest form, and then we can see which one simplifies to 5 out of 7. So for this, we simplify the numerator and we simplify the denominator. 5 minus 2 is 3. 7 minus 2 is 5. That's 3 out of 5. That's not 5 out of 7. 4 plus 1 is 5. 11 minus 3 is 8. That's not 5 out of 7. For this one, 5 times 2 is 10. 7 times 2 is 14. And then we can break this down. Divide by 2. 2 into 10 is 5. 2 into 14 is 7. This is 5 out of 7. So this is definitely the answer we are looking for. Because 5 plus 2, this is 7 over 9. 5 minus 1, this is 4 over 7. So this is what gives us 5 out of 7 right here. The diagram to the right represents the size of the 4 main exports of a country. Use it to answer the question below. Which 2 exports were the same value? So let's look at these and decide which 2 were the same value. Rubber appears to be taking the smallest space. Oil is obviously the bigger. So let's look at cocoa and groundnut. The space that that groundnut occupies is this with an extra. Because if you even look at it, there are 3 equal spaces, right? And then groundnut takes an extra of this, which is the same thing that cocoa takes here. So it's like there are these boxes, these 2 boxes are equal, and then this takes out this equal size, and cocoa takes out that equal size. If we even shade them, we would see there's this, so there's this plus this, and then if we shade this one, there is this plus this. So groundnuts and cocoa have about the same value. Groundnuts and cocoa. You have 35 oranges. You give Amusa and Saliu 5 oranges each. So Amusa 5, Saliu 5. What fraction of oranges have you given away? To find out the fraction of oranges we've given away, we should first find out how many oranges we've given away. The oranges we've given away are 5 plus 5, which is 10 oranges. And then 10 out of 35. So that's 10 out of 35. And then we reduce this to the lowest 10. 5 into 10 is 2. 5 into 35 is 7, which is 2 out of 7. So 2 out of 7 oranges have been given away. And that's right here.